Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. Only when the tide goes out do you discover who's been swimming naked. It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you'll do things differently. Chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. It's far better to buy a wonderful company at a fair price than a fair company at a wonderful price. When a management with a reputation for brilliance tackles a business with a reputation for bad economics, it is the reputation of the business that remains intact. Should you find yourself in a chronically leaking boat, energy devoted to changing vessels is likely to be more productive than energy devoted to patching leaks. Wall Street is the only place that people ride to in a Rolls-Royce to get advice from those who take the subway. We simply attempt to be fearful when others are greedy and to be greedy only when others are fearful. In the business world, the rearview mirror is always clearer than the windshield. Time is the friend of the wonderful company, the enemy of the mediocre. The only way to get love is to be lovable. It's very irritating if you have a lot of money. You'd like to think you could write a check, "I'll buy $1 million worth of love." But it doesn't work that way. The more you give love away, the more you get. It's better to hang out with people better than you. Pick out associates whose behavior is better than yours, and you'll drift in that direction. There seems to be some perverse human characteristic that likes to make easy things difficult. Look at market fluctuations as your friend rather than your enemy. Profit from folly rather than participate in it. If past history was all there was to the game, the richest people would be librarians. I bought a company in the mid-90s called Dexter Shoe and paid $400 million for it. And it went to zero, and I gave about $400 million worth of Berkshire stock, which is probably now worth $400 billion. But I've made lots of dumb decisions. That's part of the game. When you combine ignorance and leverage, you get some pretty interesting results. The business schools reward difficult, complex behavior more than simple behavior, but simple behavior is more effective. Basically, when you get to my age, you'll really measure your success in life by how many of the people you want to have love you actually do love you. The rich are always going to say that, just give us more money and we'll go out and spend more and then it will all trickle down to the rest of you. But that has not worked the last 10 years, and I hope the American public is catching on. You only have to do a very few things right in your life, so long as you don't do too many things wrong. I never attempt to make money on the stock market. I buy on the assumption that they could close the market the next day and not reopen it for 5 years. Why not invest your assets in the companies you really like? As Mae West said, too much of a good thing can be wonderful. If you get to my age in life and nobody thinks well of you, I don't care how big your bank account is, your life is a disaster. You do things when the opportunities come along. I've had periods in my life when I've had a bundle of ideas come along, and I've had long, dry spells. If I get an idea next week, I'll do something. If not, I won't do a damn thing. In the 20th century, the United States endured 2 world wars and other traumatic and expensive military conflicts, the Depression, a dozen or so recessions and financial panics, oil shocks, a flu epidemic, and the resignation of a disgraced president. Yet the Dow rose from 66 to 11,497. The smarter the journalists are, the better off society is, for to a degree, people read the press to inform themselves. And the better the teacher, the better the student body. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more videos.